To be replied before the Departmental Committee on Education. The Honorable Chair of Education, you have a response to a statement that was sought on CDC. Could you be very...
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also want to say that I'm responding to a statement that was sought by Honorable Member for, I think Mbakasi, yes. And the statement sought to know the following: that was the response from the ministry on the request that the examination be held on different dates or times. And two, action that the ministry is taking to make specific arrangements to cater for schools, especially urban areas that have candidates under both curriculums, that is, have higher number of candidates. And three, action the ministry is undertaking to rectify situations where schools cannot meet the Kenya National Examination recommendation ratio of 20:1. Honorable Speaker, the statement is as follows: that in response to the issue of examination being held on different times, the Cabinet Secretary said the following: that the Ministry of Education issued a circular dated 3rd December 2020 and referred, and the reference is indicated here, especially on KCSE, KEPS, Kenya Primary Schools examinations, and revised the term dates, and indicated the revised term dates as follows: that in this regard, NEC revised the schedule of activities to adhere to the new term dates set by the Ministry of Education. The timetables for the 2022 Kenya KPSEA, KLEA, and KCPE examinations were shared with the relevant educational stakeholders in April 2022. All the activities in the preparations for the conduct of examinations have been guided by the dates set in the examination timetables, that is the NEC, and has given a reference date, that has completed the process of developing, printing, packing, centering of the 2022 KPSEA, KLEA, and KCPE examinations. The packing, centering of the examination materials was completed and customized to include the dates in the approved timetables. 3, the schools were prepared. The schools have prepared the 2022 candidates using the term dates, and the learners are ready for the examinations as per the timetable. Changing the timetable dates and times at this late stage will therefore have major ramification. 5, the administration of the 2022 examinations is scheduled to start with the small papers, that is the small number of candidates, on 21st November, which was about 3 days ago, and the large papers, those are candidates with large numbers of candidates, 2nd December 2022, immediately after the end of the KPSEA and KCPE examinations. 6, the administration of KCSE examinations, large papers, will require the engagement of NEC key personnel. Thus, it is very difficult for NEC to have any other major activity running within the period of administration of the large papers for KCSE examinations in case the scheduling of any examination. That is the first part. The second part is, what are the arrangements to cater for schools that have higher number of candidates? And the minister said this: NEC received concerns from the stakeholders on the concurrent administration of KCPE, KPSEA examinations, with the main concern being the potential shortage of classrooms for schools and large number of candidates. 2, NEC convened a stakeholder consultative meetings with various stakeholders, including sub-county directors of education in Nairobi region on the 28th October 2022 on the specific issues including involving centers with large candidates in Nairobi region. 3, NEC also held meetings with TSC, regional directors of education, county directors of education, KEPSHA, KESHA, and KEPSA. The consultative meetings ironed out the major concerns on the simultaneous administration of the two examinations and the interventions agreed upon were as follows. 1, all centers with large candidates were to be identified and alternative centers found to host the additional candidates in liaison with the sub-county directors of education. 2, where possible, some candidates would be arranged into the rooms and halls in the neighboring schools. 3, large centers were allowed to engage additional supervisors, invigilators, and security officers. 4, additional clerks have been engaged to assist in the distribution of materials at the distribution points as distribution points to distribute KCP and KPSEA. The last question, action taken where schools cannot meet the candidates to supervise a ratio. Action taken where schools cannot meet the candidate ratio of 20:1 for a center. The answer is, the response is as follows. NEC policy requires that the recommended ratio of candidates to invigilators is 20:1, while 200:1 for supervisors, with at least one supervisor in every center to ensure the NEC KNEC engaged with the TSC sub-county directors on 4th October 2022, and it was agreed as follows. That 1, all supervisors involved in the administration of examinations would be teachers employed by TSC. 2, invigilators identified must be registered by TSC, and there would be close monitoring of examination centers in schools where teachers are employed. 3, TSC secondary school teachers would be involved in the supervision and invigilation of KCP, KPSEA. So those are the response, Honorable Speaker, on the issues raised.
Fair enough.
And I submit that it is the CS.
Fair enough.